Be hating and talking and hating, I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton, I boost up my rating, you know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations, they can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move, then at the bottom I got to prove. You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move, then at the bottom I got to prove. You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move, then at the bottom I got to prove. You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move, then at the bottom I got to prove. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today we reach Week 15 and we've got a good matchup in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather, and we are underway from Indianapolis. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. That's pulled in at the 32. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 37. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15. Now back to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
That's returnable now for Smith. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Rocky started throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The Colts had 10-3 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 36. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Odafe Oweh able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Tyler Bass on 4th field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. No no score after one on EA Sports. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect. What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Being chased out left. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jackson. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Jackson. That's complete to Robinson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn on field and gain any yardage.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Right now, they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for Indy. 49 yards.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Look at end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. On 2nd and 10, Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Buying time. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing is Jackson. Well, that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Yeah, big play there, and when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run. Right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On second down, it's Taylor. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Again, it's Taylor.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Caught by Woods. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw.
Look at end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, Pardo. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
To throw is Jackson.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. That's taken on the 25. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run the option on second down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. There he goes right side. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. 125 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll get this to about the 38. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away.
He's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, Great touch on the football.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
DeForest Buckner, he's the culprit, dropping it for a 2-yard loss. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. This is Robinson, and he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing, Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Pretty Pay in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition, work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson to throw. Man Here's Robinson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory.
So they came in here facing a very tall task going against the NFL's #1 ranked defense, but they got the job done. Charles, really an outstanding performance.
They certainly showed that they weren't going to be intimidated, didn't they? They took out the best defense in the NFL today, took it right to them, and that's against a group of guys that is used to shutting people down. To me, this is going to be a signature moment for this team season.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to.